Oftentimes you want to have some nice fresh citrus for the cocktails that you're making. And the best and freshest way to do that is to hand squeeze it. So what I have here is a lemon and a lime, a couple of squeezers. It's a really easy process. Let's just walk you through it real quickly. Basically, with these two squeezers, this is a very traditional lime squeezer. It's made out of very sturdy metal, and what you see is that the indentation here is kind of small. Works very nicely because most limes that you find are smaller size. This one does the exact same thing. It's a little bit more versatile because it's got, as you can see, a slightly bigger indentation, which will accommodate larger size fruit. Oftentimes you see lemons, this one's a little small, but oftentimes you see that other types of fruit get a little bit too big for something like this. When we're cutting fruit for juicing, we want to remember a couple of things. First and foremost, you want to make sure that your fruit is left out at room temperature. You will get about 1/3 more juice from the fruit when you leave it at room temperature. If it's too cold, it holds on to the juice. It holds on tight. You want generous fruit to get all that juice out of there, so leave it at room temperature. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut right down the equator of this baby, and I'll leave myself with two nice halves. Do the same thing with my lemon. Sometimes you want to cut off the edges just because it gives you a flatter surface to work with inside the juicer, depending on what you're doing there. So I've got my nice halves, and it's really a very simple process. Now, common mistake, when some people see these for the first time, is they see the round of the fruit and the round of here and they drop them in like that. Problem is, they don't work like that. The holes that you see in here is going to allow the juice to come through, so I actually have to put it in this way. And when I do that, I create a nice situation where the round of the juicer goes right through the back of that, squeezes all the juice out of my lime. From that, a traditional half of a lime, you'll get somewhere between 1/2 ounce to 3/4 of an ounce of fresh juice. So again, you can see it's really simple. Do it one more time. You take the fruit, slide it in here, and you see the round of this is just going to push the fruit, get all the juice to come through. Nice and simple, nice and fresh for a cocktail. Same exact process over here, where I'll take my larger squeezer for the lemons, slide it right in, squeeze it through, allow all that nice fresh juice. And fresh citrus is really one of the most important things that you can add to a cocktail to give it life and vibrancy. So whenever possible, utilize fresh juice, fresh citrus. You can't buy it because anytime it's been treated, pasteurized, basically affected in any way, it loses the real vibrance and life that really make cocktails sing. So fresh juice, grab yourself a juicer. There's many of them out there to choose from. Really just find one that works well for you. Get yourself a nice big bowl of fruit and start making great cocktails. It's easy to do.